Hi there, Taurus. It's MILADY. How are you? Welcome back. So happy to have you back. What we have in front of us here is our May 2022 reading, ready for you. Okay, so happy to have you back. So let's go ahead and tell you what's going on here, how we're going to break this up here. So these two here, or let's say the top row. So the top row here is your current situation, your obstacle, and your advice card. The bottom row here would be what you can change, what you can't change, and what you may not be aware of is what this one tells us here. Okay, so let's jump into this reading, Taurus, for you. So you have these cards here. Okay, and what are these cards telling you here? So these cards here are telling you, Taurus, it's talking about let's say research, a need for analysts, surprising revelation. It talks about new lookout or position of exchange of ideas or things with distant or very different people. Now, this is your current situation. So maybe this is what your plan or you're doing right now. It could be like something that has to do with like business related, or something from out of the ordinary, or out of state, or someone that you're not used to dealing with, I want to say, maybe. Okay, now there's a Tower card here. So the Tower card does talk about chaos and disorganization. I want to say it talks about exaggerated passion. Okay, so the fact that you have the Two of Pentacles here, it tells me, that there's still a sweet longing or pleasant memories, happy remembrance. Okay, maybe it's something from the past is what I'm feeling, something that you want to bring back, maybe. All right, let me tell you something else here. All right, and let me go ahead and get into the obstacle here. So it so happens that the obstacle here is pointing out to the Empress here. And who is this Empress here for you, Taurus? It points out to it talks about intelligence, beneficial influences, and creativity in every field. Okay, now I'm gonna come back to the advice card in just a little bit. All right, let's come over here and talk about what's going on here, which is your what you can change. So you have the passion and justice here, Taurus. And what does that talk about? That talks about following your heart. Your passion reveals your life purpose. Okay, and it's funny I said that because this says life purpose here for some reason, That's how you know that this is meant for you here, Taurus. It talks about a fear of fire stem from a past life. All right. So it also talks about like maybe you not being you're being treated unfairly, and it's time to weigh up a situation. It also talks about a decision that goes in your favor. Okay, now let's find out what's going on here in your life purpose here. With this life purpose, it talks about you. This is something that you cannot change. Okay, now yes, your life purpose is something that you can change in the sense, but this is pointing out to in the month of May 2022, because this is the May 2022 reading. It talks about this is something that you can't change. So don't take this in any wrong way. It's actually good things here. Okay? So it talks about a spiritual experience that changes your view. It talks about trusting your intuition, Taurus. It talks about considering your options carefully. And it's telling you also to embrace your life to the fullest. All right? And why is that saying that? Okay, it all talks about this well-being here for you. All right. Now, this is saying, this is basically what you may not be aware of, okay? Taurus, this is all pointing out to lifestyle changes and that you need to revise, okay? Try to consume healthy foods and beverages, okay? Now, I'm going to come down here to the advice card. And this advice card clearly, tells you what it is that you need to do. I'm going to try to get it to where you can read it here. Okay. Sorry for the glare. It looks kind of funny, but I mean, if anything, it's letting you know, the bottom line here, it's pointing out to letting go of certain things, letting go of things that are no longer serving you. Okay, for it talks about sacrifices and for the reversal of fortune, to make things work out for you. Okay, for waiting for circumstances to improve and for things to work out in your favor in the way you want them to be. Okay, that's what it's talking about mainly. It's talking about, this reading here points out to changing your ways, changing some bad habits that you may have, maybe an eating disorder or, overeating in the sense that it's not healthy to you. Maybe drinking too much could be also. There's nothing wrong with some drinking here and then, here and there. All right. But not overdoing things, maybe, overindulging. That's what it's pointing out to. This is your reading here, Taurus. This is a strong message here. So it's telling you that for you to go back to what you were or what you used to be, then you definitely have to change some things here. All right. Sacrifices will need to be made here so you can get back to all those happy remembrance and pleasant memories here. Okay, you could do it, Taurus. That's what I have for you. Bye-bye.